Spark Email Tutorial for Beginners. Hello, hope you're doing good. I'm your host Jason. In this tutorial, I'll be walking you through how to use Spark Email. The first thing you want to do is go onto sparkmailapp.com. From there, you can tap on Free Download. After you have selected Free Download, you'll be redirected to this page and you can tap on Download here. Depending on the device that you're using, you'll see it saved in the top right hand corner. As you can see, it is downloading. Whether you're using a Windows device or a Mac device like myself, it will be saved at the top right here. Once it has been downloaded, all you'll need to do now, you can simply tap on Open. So you'll double tap on it. If you're using a Mac device, you'll simply double tap on it right here, or you can tap on Open. After you have tapped on Open, you're going to drag the Spark desktop app to Applications right here. So you're going to drag and place it right there. After you have done that, we can close out of this. So I can close this right here. And if I were to minimize it, you can see the Spark desktop right there. And you can simply tap on it and you could select Open. If you don't see it right there, if you're using a Mac, you could go down to the bottom left hand corner and tap on Launchpad. Then after tapping on Launchpad, from there you can scroll across and you could select Spark Desktop. After tapping on Spark Desktop, you will be redirected to this page. So for here, I'm just going to tap on Skip this version as I don't want to draw it out. And then you're going to sign up. You can sign in using your email address, for instance your Google account or your Yahoo account. So I'm going to be signing in with my Google account. Once you're signed in, you can see verifying your account and you're just going to give it a few seconds. Once it is up and running, I'll show you how the Spark email dashboard looks, and I'll also be showing you how to use it. So we are going to continue. You can see that you can add more email addresses if you want, and we're just going to tap on Let's Get Started. After you have done that, you can select the view that you want. I'm going to select full screen view, then tap on Next, and you can also select the layout that you'd like to use. I'm going to select this layout, for example, always open sidebar. Then after doing that, you can select the layout again, and I'm going to select the recommended, then tap on Next. Then we'll simply tap on Later for now, and I'm going to select recommended right there. And you can see the top recommended. You can select whichever one of these, then you'll tap on Next. Then from there, screen new senders before inbox. You can choose if you would like to do that or not, or you can simply tap on turn off gatekeeper. We're going to tap on Next. Then we'll tap on turn off home screen, or you could leave the home screen option right there. Once everything is to your liking, you're going to simply tap on go to inbox. And you can see I'm currently in my inbox right here. Now that I'm in my Spark inbox, what I want you to do next, let me maximize it. We can go over to the left hand column. From the left hand column, you could tap on settings in the bottom left hand corner. After tapping on settings, from there, if you would like to log out, you can do that by tapping on log out. You can also remove devices by tapping on remove devices. And you can see different options from the left hand column. For instance, if we were to tap on general, from here you can see different prompts that you can set up. When pinned email is archived, you can choose what you like to do. Minimize all emails. If you like Spark email to launch automatically at startup, you can toggle it on right there. You can also tap on accounts. From here you will be able to add more than one account, or you'll be able to remove an account. If you were to tap on calendar, you can set up your calendar right here. You can also tap on appearance. And from here, if you like it to be in dark mode or light mode, you can select it right there. So I could select theme and I could put it in light mode, or I could select dark mode. So you have all of the different editing options from the left hand column. You can also create a theme. You can also edit the different notifications. You can also tap on composer. After selecting composer, if it is a case that you would like to add an email schedule, an email signature, better yet, sorry about that, you can tap right where you see signatures. Then you could tap on create signature. After you have tapped on create signature, you could type out whatever you want right here to be added as your signature, or you could choose to paste an HTML code, better yet. I've done a tutorial on how to do that in particular, so if you're interested, you can check that out on my channel. You can also see different options that you can suggest. You can also use their scheduling option right here. With this, you'll be able to schedule to send emails later on, as you can see right there. So there are numerous options that you can choose from. You can also tap on templates. From here, you could create a template, or you could use AI to apply templates by toggling it on. Then you could enable Spark AI. So there's numerous options you can set up. You can also tap on inbox, and from there you can edit your inbox just like that. Now, once you're finished doing that and you're customize it to your liking, let me show you how to send an email. To send an email on Spark Email, all you'll need to do is tap on the pencil icon in the top right hand corner that says compose, and to add the individual that you're sending it to, you'll tap on to. Then from there you could type in their email address. So let me do that real quick. Then you can add in the context right here of your email. You can also go over to the top right hand corner. If we were to tap on the plus AI and tap on enable Spark AI, just give it a few seconds. From there, you'll be able to use their AI feature. So we can tap on got it. And you could see you could generate a draft. You can either choose to invite to a meeting or make an intro. So let's say I were to tap on generate a draft. Then from there, you could type in a prompt. So let's say, for example, so type in your prompt right there. Then after you have done that, you're just going to give it a few seconds, and the Spark AI will come up with an email. Another thing that you could also do, if it is a case that you would like to add a file, you can tap on add attachment in the top right hand corner, and you'll be able to add attachments. You can also tap right here, and from there you'll be able to use the templates just like what I had shown you earlier. And if it is a case that you would like to schedule this email to be sent later on, you can tap right here on the schedule sending. After you have done that, you can select the time that you would like to schedule it to be sent and also the date. Once you're finished, you'll simply tap right here to send it in the top right hand corner, and that's basically it. If we were to go over to the left hand menu option once more, you can see the different folders, as you can see right here. So you can go through the different folders, and with each section that you tap on, you'll see a pop-up instruction that you can toggle on to use, as you can see right there. Hope you found this tutorial helpful and informative. If you did, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and thank you for watching.